All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel once more. As we all know, a lot of people like luxury brands, especially women here in America, even if they don't have a job. I remember I used to date a woman once back in 2013. She was living off of SSI. Mind you, she was only getting less than 1,000 a month. And she would spend her paycheck as soon as she get it just because she wanted some kind of luxury bag, Michael Kors, whatever. That's all she talked about. All this expensive shit without having a real income. And a lot of women in America are like this. Let's see if our Nissan Altima drivers are up to par with this.
When it comes to fake goods, most people immediately think of made in China. According to a report from Voice of America titled, U.S. names China again as top source of counterfeit and pirated goods, the U.S. Trade Representative just released its 2024 Notorious Markets list.
Interesting that the West would say that about China. But you look around your house, I bet you these blinds were made in China. Most of the stuff in your house, probably the floors, the walls, all this shit came from China, just about. Which is not a bad thing, but some of these things lack in quality. Like clothing, for instance. You probably have better clothing if it was made in India or Pakistan versus China. It just all depends. When it's leather, it's probably fake.
The list points out 18 countries where fake products and pirated content are a big problem, including 39 online platforms and 33 physical markets that are known for selling counterfeit products or helping piracy. China is once again at the top of the list, making it the world's biggest source of fake goods. Let's take a look at a story from a Chinese blogger named Xiao Ya. In China, people aren't just making fake LV bags, they're making them in 3 different levels of quality and price. To see the difference for herself, Xiao Ya bought 1 real LV bag and 3 fakes to compare. The results are totally surprising. It really opened her eyes. This is the super popular LV carry-all bag that everyone's been talking about lately. The real one I'm holding costs over 20,000 RMB. That's about 2,800 US dollars. But just out of curiosity and for fun, I also bought 3 fake ones, one for 500 RMB or $68, another for 1,300 RMB or $176, and the most expensive one for 1,780 RMB, which is around $242. All of the sellers claimed theirs were one-to-one replicas, meaning they're supposedly identical to the real thing. Today, I'm going to see who's making the best copies. First up, the 500 RMB one. The moment I opened it, it had a strong glue smell. The color was way off compared to the real one. Here's the 500 RMB one on top and the real one below. Yeah, totally different shades. The fake one felt super stiff, while the real one is soft and smooth. The lining inside was totally different too. The real one has leather inside with visible grain, while the fake one had some kind of fuzzy fabric. The workmanship is also very rough. Glue was literally leaking out. The shoulder strap is also obviously different. This is the real one, and this is the 500 one. The difference is too obvious. They say it's a one-to-one replica. Don't believe it. Next, the 1,300 RMB version. Still smelled like glue.
I could see the difference in quality right there. So basically, the fake ones are going to be less quality crafted. It's just like, if we could go back 10 or 15 years ago, a lot of people can't tell the difference between fake Jordans versus real Nike Jordans. It was something about the emblem inside the shoe, the tag, to tell that they're fake, because a lot of these shoes just appear at a lot of random stores and they're like, oh, those are fake Jordans. You can spot them from a mile away, but I'm like, how do you tell if it's fake or not?
But not as bad as the cheaper one. It was still kind of stiff, not as soft as the real one, but a little better than the 500 one. The color was closer to the original, and unless you looked really closely, you might not notice the difference right away. The stitching and details were okay, not too many issues there, but the shoulder strap isn't good and looks fake at first glance. Now, let's look at the 1,780 RMB one. This one felt so close to the real thing, super soft to the touch. I'm not even exaggerating, the texture felt nearly identical. It even smelled like real leather, not that plastic glue smell. I sniffed both the fake and the real one, and they pretty much smelled the same.
So basically, if you smell more glue than you do leather, then you have the knockoff product. That's what it sounds like to me. And it's funny. I mentioned Nissan Altima drivers earlier because these are the women that are buying all this luxury brands. It's funny, they're all into this name brand stuff, but then they drive shitty cars because their credit is bad. So that's why they ended up with typical Nissan cars with bald tires, barely even maintenance, but they could go out and buy these expensive bags and not have any money in their damn bank account or money to put in the bag to begin with. So you have this expensive designer name bag with barely any money in it. Oh my God.
If you really wanted to nitpick, the color of the fake one might be just a tiny bit lighter, but if you weren't comparing them side by side, you probably wouldn't even notice. The build quality was really clean, no glue spills. The stitching was neat and the lining looked very similar to the real one, and the strap, definitely the most convincing of all three. No wonder they called this one a 1-to-1 replica, it's really close. And the craziest part, I scanned the digital chip inside each bag. The 500 and 1300 RMB ones didn't show anything. But the 1780 RMB one, the chip worked just like the real LV bag. That level of copying is kind of scary and impressive.
1780的这个很 nice。
One of the most famous places in China for fake goods is the Huaqiangbei Ghost Market in Shenzhen, Guangdong. It's packed with stalls selling all kinds of knockoff luxury watches along with fake designer bags.
And see, they have electronic conventions that come to the Bay Area where I'm at on the West, selling the same shit. The watches, knockoff electronics, everything. They even have the nerve to offer warranties on them. And my mind was just blown. I'm like, okay, you guys are going to be gone, and then how do we contact you if we start having problems with the product? We knew it was fake. That's why we didn't buy it, but I just wanted to walk around just to see a bunch of knockoff shit. And they sell those same bags in department stores like Ross, Marshalls. So y'all walking around here with fake shit thinking you are the shit.
Jewelry, perfumes, you name it. There's even a huge selection of electronics. In the video below, a content creator named Xiao Bao takes his girlfriend Tong Tong to check out the ghost market. He says he wants to show her something she's never seen before. Wow, a big gold Rolex, that's insane. You can't even buy this kind in official stores. They're always sold out. You'd have to have a really good relationship with someone at the store for them to sell it to you. You can't get it just by lining up. How much is this one? RMB 380, that's around 50 bucks. This one's a knockoff of the iced out Audemars Piguet. If you bought the real thing from a store in Switzerland, it costs hundreds of thousands of RMB.
Because it's real.
At least tens of thousands of dollars. Honestly, it doesn't even look fake. These fake watches come in different levels. The cheaper ones are around RMB 200.
Wow, that's amazing. So a lot of people are walking around with knockoff stuff. And mind you, Rolexes, the number one question is, how do Rolexes tick? They don't tick. They go continuously like a wall clock.
And the higher end ones go for about RMB 500. So like $27 to $70.
Give me a break.
They even have Apple Watches here. Can it actually connect to an iPhone? Yes, it works. And the system inside is just like Apple's? That's crazy.
I've seen these watches. These watches were brought to American markets. That's what I was saying earlier. I can't remember how long ago it was, but for those of you that are familiar with the Bay Area, the Cow Palace in Daly City, there was an electronic convention. Well, it wasn't just electronic. It was just like this market you see here on the screen. The only difference was it was an inside market. It was like an inside swap meet just selling a bunch of fake shit. It was amazing.
This one's only RMB 150, about $20. How is it so cheap? And these Bluetooth earbuds, how much? RMB 55, around $7. And they even look just like Apple's AirPods Pro. This street is crazy crowded. It's so narrow, and there are even delivery trucks trying to squeeze in. This stall sells mostly fake LV bags. Yep, they've even got the newest styles, like the Speedy, bucket bags, and Chanel too. Oh look, this mini LV, how much is this one? RMB 380, that's about 50 bucks. Honestly, the quality looks really good. I can't even tell it's fake. They've even got perfumes from big name brands. This one's Gucci. Let me ask the price. How much? RMB 160. That's around $21. Let me smell it. Wow, it's like 80%, 90% the same as the real thing. I can't really tell the difference.
Well, shopping is now officially scary. I mean, it was always like this. This is nothing new. And I would never buy cologne or perfume at a swap meet. I'll go to an actual cologne store, like inside a mall. Those are the best places to buy the colognes. Or if there's a deal going on at Macy's, I'll just get it from there.
Look, they're selling jewelry too. This necklace looks exactly like mine. Wait, is that the same design? What's it made of? Microplated gold material. How much did your necklace cost? RMB 17,000, around $2,300. Wow, over 17K for that? Is it real gold? Yeah, it's K gold. What about this one? This one looks just like the real deal, only RMB 138. That's like $19. Take yours off, let's compare. Honestly, you could totally mix them up. Let's check under the light. Okay, I can see the difference now. Mine's a bit smaller, yours is kinda oversized. But look at the back, it's exactly like the store one. Yeah, but mine's double-sided. Both sides are the same. Yours only has one side finished, so this isn't a high-end fake, is it? There's a place in China that's super famous for making fake stuff. It's called Yiwu, and honestly, the number of knockoffs they make and how fast they do it is kind of insane. Yiwu is a small city in Zhejiang province, but it's home to the world's biggest wholesale market for small products.
I mean, it looks nice. I mean, I'll take a stroll through there. I think it's worth it, but does everything have to be name brand? Yes and no. I mean, if you care about quality, you'll just pay more money for the real thing, right?
People call it the city of small goods, but at the same time, it's also known as a hotspot for counterfeit and copycat products. Basically, it's the capital of fakes. Whenever a product becomes super popular, Yiwu's factories get on it right away. They can copy anything: makeup, clothes, bags, shoes, toys, sports gear, and even random household stuff. How fast? If a product goes viral today, Yiwu's supply chain can find an almost identical version within 5 minutes.
What?
If they don't already have it, they'll start making the mold that same day, and the sample will be ready in just 2 days. In the video below, you'll see a real-life example, a visit to an Yiwu factory that's making copycat versions of the trendy Barbie pants. Let's take a look behind the scenes. I'm exposing a Barbie pants factory in Yiwu, a black-hearted boss. The workshop is full of goods, and there's a huge 3,000 square meter warehouse packed with stock. There are so many different styles of Barbie pants, it's hard to even choose. If you ask around, you'll find that many well-known brands in China might be outsourcing production to this place. The boss has been hustling in this business for 18 years. He's a total old-timer and knows all the tricks. The employees are super energetic, like they're on energy drinks. They even have a professional design team to customize products. The 3,000 square meter factory is theirs too, and they ship orders quickly during busy time. The quality is good, and you won't have to haggle over the price. The boss will lower it for. Basically, fake stuff is everywhere. People are living in a society where counterfeits are totally normal. The sad part is, those making the fakes are hurting others, and in the end, they're hurting themselves too. At the end of the day, one Chinese blogger put it best. He said Chinese people aren't just making fake products and selling them inside the country, they're shipping them overseas too.
That's right.
When they run into problems, they blame it all on Trump's trade war instead of looking at the real problem.
I mean, this problem was going on before he was even president, before he even started messing with the tariffs and everything, so can't blame him.
Recently, Mexico shut down an Yiwu-style small goods market, but this isn't the first time. Before this, Mexican officials had warned some Chinese vendors to stop selling fake goods, rebranding low-quality products, and dumping cheap, harmful items that could hurt the local market and the people. But some sellers didn't listen. They kept doing the same thing, bringing in copycat products, goods that don't meet export standards just to make quick money at the expense of others. Many of them did this back in China, and they thought it was okay to keep doing it in other countries too. After 2 or 3 warnings, Mexico finally took real action.
Uh-oh.
This time, they directly shut the place down and even sent in the army.
What?
I think this is a real shame for Chinese people, or more like a shame for everything made in China. When business competition in China gets too intense and unfair, competing until there's no way out, some people start looking for ways to do the same thing overseas. Many of our businesses, and I'm not saying all of them, are trying to continue making money using the same old tricks. Making money without any conscience. That's not going to work. That's South America, that's Latin America. People there don't want that, and they won't give you that kind of opportunity.
But anything goes in America, right?
Now, a bunch of shady media outlets are blaming all this on what? On the US trade war. Come on, guys, that's just not true.
It's not. It's really not. This has been going on for years, even decades. And mind you, it's all about money. At the end of the day, it's all about money. And I don't see this stopping no time soon. That's just how it is. Yep. Anyway, I hope you learned something. It's Kai Vale, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm like this. Anything that's wrapped in plastic like that, watches, jewelry, shoes, especially if they're wrapped in plastic like that, 10 times out of 10, that's not the real product. It's a replica. And sometimes the guys that even try to sell you those shoes in those mom and pop shops will tell you straight up it's fake. So it's not a surprise. Anyway, it's Kai LaVale. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm out.